Does consciousness explain quantum mechanics? This is a topic that has intrigued scientists and philosophers for decades, and continues to be a subject of much debate and speculation. At the heart of this question is the fact that quantum mechanics, the branch of physics that deals with the behavior of subatomic particles, is incredibly mysterious and counterintuitive. It is governed by a set of laws that seem to defy our classical understanding of the world, and that have led to a number of strange and seemingly paradoxical phenomena, such as superposition, entanglement, and the observer effect. One possible explanation for these phenomena is that they are somehow related to consciousness. According to this view, the act of observation, or measurement, is not simply a passive recording of an already existing state of affairs, but rather an active process that creates reality. In other words, it is the conscious observer that brings a quantum system into existence, and that collapses its wave function into a definite state. There are a number of variations on this idea, but they all share the basic premise that consciousness plays a fundamental role in quantum mechanics. Some proponents of this view have even gone so far as to suggest that consciousness is the very foundation of reality, and that the physical world is nothing more than a projection of our collective consciousness. However, there are also many objections to this view, both from within and outside the scientific community. One of the main criticisms is that it is not a testable hypothesis. Consciousness is a notoriously difficult concept to define and measure, and there is no agreed-upon way to determine whether it is the cause of the strange behavior of subatomic particles. Furthermore, some argue that the observer effect can be explained by purely physical factors, such as the interaction between the measuring apparatus and the quantum system. According to this view, it is the act of measurement, rather than the presence of a conscious observer, that causes the wave function to collapse. Another objection to the idea that consciousness explains quantum mechanics is that it seems to require a kind of supernatural or mystical explanation for the behavior of subatomic particles. Many physicists and philosophers argue that this is unnecessary, and that a purely naturalistic explanation is both more elegant and more scientifically rigorous. Despite these objections, there are some scientists and philosophers who continue to explore the idea that consciousness plays a fundamental role in quantum mechanics. One such researcher is the physicist Roger Penrose, who has proposed a theory of quantum consciousness that suggests that consciousness arises from a quantum process in the brain. According to Penrose, the collapse of the wave function in the brain is not a passive process, but rather an active one that is mediated by microtubules, which are structures within neurons that he believes are capable of exhibiting quantum behavior. This theory has been met with both interest and skepticism, and it remains an open question whether it can be empirically tested. The idea that consciousness explains quantum mechanics is a fascinating and controversial topic that has captured the imagination of scientists and lay people alike. While there are many objections to this view, there are also researchers who continue to explore its implications and possibilities. Whether consciousness is the key to unlocking the mysteries of the quantum world remains an open question, and one that is sure to be the subject of much debate and discussion in the years to come.